Good evening to all. Is my voice audible to all? Am I audible to everybody? Sanobar, Asya, Sahir, Prabha, Sheikh. Okay. Everybody? Sanobar, Asya, Prabha, Sahir. Is my voice reaching to everybody? Okay. So our today's class is on the topic information technology. As today's class, as I told you earlier that today's class will be on the topic decided by you students. Now Prabha has raised a concern that she wants to have a class on computer technology or information technology. She wants to have an idea on that. So that's why we have chosen the topic information technology. So information technology, as the name suggests, what is information technology? Information technology means a technology to manage an information. Why? Because see, information is very important nowadays. You go to a bank, you open an account there. I mean, where the information goes. So suppose you need to have bank needs to have a data that 1 year back how many accounts they have opened in which particular month. They need to have a mechanism in place through which they can store their information. So to store their information manually, I think 15 years, 20 years or rather 30 years back, people used to store the data manually in books, in files, in folders. But since I mean generations are growing, there are lot of people are increasing day by day. So you need to have a database. You need to have some storage mechanism where you can store the data or store the information. From there comes the concept of technology. Now there are some keywords I think which you must be aware of. Hardware, we all know. Software, servers, database, networking, software licensing, then hardware, software, servers, database, licensing, networking. So these are some of the common words which you came across in our day-to-day. I mean the persons who are associated with some organizations, IT organizations, or with some offices. I mean these terms you came to hear from your IT department or within your company. So hardware, as we all know, what are the hardwares? What are hardware? Say computers. I am starting from very elementary things. If you have any concerns, then just raise your question in between. The motto of this class is I basically want you to know that how industry works, how software industry works. What are the things required for running a software industry? So what are hardwares? Computers, laptops, then printers, scanners, etc. Anything which is physical in form is hardware. Software, there are a lot of softwares available in the market. Say a CRM software, or you can say a data warehousing software, say Informatica, then click view, then etc. So there are a lot of softwares available in the market. MS Office, to be in simple terms, Adobe, Adobe Reader, then WinZip, etc. So these are all softwares. Now, how softwares are designed? How softwares are designed? Softwares are designed by writing codes. Softwares are designed by writing software programs, or we can also call it by name software codes, which the machine or which the computer understands. So I mean see, I am an Indian, so my language is Hindi. You are Arabic, your language is you speak Arab language. So but we need to have some common language so that through which we can communicate. So English is the language through which we are communicating. So this is the operating system. And this is the application layer. So what are the operating system? Operating systems, say Windows XP, we are working on Windows XP, or Windows 7, or Unix, or Linux, etc. So these are the operating systems. What are the applications? Now Windows, what are the language which the operating system understands? Language understand by the computer is the binary form. That is, what is binary? That means computer understands 0 and 1 only. So you need to have a mechanism in place which can convert your English language into the binary form. That's why whenever any software comes, there is a layer in between which converts now this is the user. Now user is writing a software code. Now user is writing code in English language. At application layer, what does it do? Application layer Prabha, we will see at the end of at the end, if we have time, then we'll be discussing OSI layer. Since I have asked you to just mail me the contents before, you said that you will mail me the contents for which you want the class, but you have not mailed it to me. So I have I have chosen the common topic IT. So application layer is where there is a translator. It acts as a translator. Which can translate your language. You write code here, it goes to application layer further goes to operating system. From operating system it again converts, and then again it reverts back. So this is how it moves. No, but I have asked you to just give me in mail. I have not seen the feedback form of yours. So on that day I have told you just mail me the class details. So this is how it works. We will see. If we have time, then definitely we will discuss. Not an issue. So this is how things works. So this is the role of the software. This is how softwares work. So what does the software do? Software maintains your data, or rather we can say it maintains huge amount of data. So softwares are we can say that softwares are the collection of codes which the machine understands, and in respect to that it generates output. Okay. So see how it looks like. Now this is your say systems, or this is your say computer or client. Now all these computers have software installed on the system. Now whatever work you do, it gets stored into a database. Now this is your database. So whatever work you do on your computer, it gets stored on a database. Now database can also be, database is nothing anything unique. Database is also a computer. Yes, you can say, or you can say it's a server machine. So suppose if there are, say suppose there are computer in which suppose in this computer there are two softwares installed. Say there is software X you have software X, and you have software Y. Similarly, on this system also there are two softwares. In this system also there are two softwares. So for two softwares we should be having two databases, so that things should not get mixed up. So this is a database for Y and this is a database for X. Okay. Now what is the concept of, you understand everybody? Everybody understand this? Any doubts? Anybody wants to ask anything? Okay. Now what is the concept of, so you work on the system and internally these systems are connected to each other. I mean, this is connected to this system is connected to this system. So you can, these systems can communicate. So we can say that every system can communicate with each other through a set of protocols. Protocols are what? Protocols are a set of rules. So we have different protocols. We have HTTP protocol, we have SMTP protocol, we have FTP protocol. So FTP protocol is file transfer protocol. If we want to transfer a file from one system to another system, we need to have this protocol installed in our systems through which we can transfer the files. If we want to transfer a mail from one system to another system, you need to have SMTP. That means Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. If you need to transfer mail from one place to another place, I mean, I am sitting here, you are sitting in Dubai. So if I need to transfer mail from here to Dubai, I need to have HTTP. That means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Okay. So this is the concept of database and computers. Now when we talk of client server architecture is, suppose you have 1000 systems. Suppose these are computers at different locations. Now suppose these are clients. Suppose these are clients. We can say this is client 1, this is one computer, this is another, this is another, this is another, this is another. And suppose these systems are located in different parts of the country. Suppose there are 1000 clients. What you will do, suppose you want to install a software, you have one software, say you have MS Office software. Or say you have any software, not MS Office, you have any software, and you want to install all those you need to install this particular software on all these 1000 machines. Now there are two ways of doing that. One, you will go to individual system one by one and install the software here. Second thing, what you can do is, you can install the software on the system and simultaneously it gets installed here also. Or suppose in another way we can say that suppose you are using one software here. Suppose you are using a Siebel CRM software. It's a customer relationship management software, and suppose this software is being used here also, here also, here also, here also, here also, here also, here also. Everybody, this software is being used. So what will happen? I mean, if I make any changes into the server system, automatically this particular change will be reflected here. How? Suppose Google, we open our sites www.google.com. Most of the times we see that there are, I mean, Google word is written in different fonts. Sometimes it is colorful, sometimes it is black, sometimes it is simple, sometimes it looks in a different shape. How it happens? So there is one server machine. So at the server machine, if we change the font or if we change anything, automatically this change will be reflected to everybody who is seeing google.com. Either you are seeing or I am seeing or anybody else is seeing. So that particular change is being reflected to everybody. So that is the concept of server client concept. I mean, you have one server. If you make any change here, automatically this particular change will be reflected at every system. So this is the beautification of client server architecture. This is called as client server architecture. Now what are servers? Servers can be a computer also, or servers can be a collection of racks also. What are racks? Suppose you have 20 applications. In most of the companies, if you go, they have a special server room in their offices. They have a server somewhat like this. They have a different racks here. These are racks. Servers can be big in size. I mean, servers can store a data into GB. They can store the data into TV. So servers are nothing but a collection of hard disks. Gigabyte, terabyte, megabyte. Now suppose these are servers. Yes, storage devices, exactly. Now from where comes the concept of servers? I mean, 10 to 15 years back, what companies do, they used to store the data on daily basis in the form of tapes. There is a term called as hardware tapes. What are these hardware tapes? I mean, see, companies are working on every day whatever transactions that is happening in the organization. So that particular every data is being saved in a day-to-day basis in the form of tapes. So there are a bulk of tapes. Now a tape has a life period. Say 4 to 5 years a tape can survive. After that you need to either transfer those data from one tape to another tape, or you have to destroy the tape. So from there comes the concept of servers. Data are increasing day by day, and software technologies are, I mean, one software company will be using say 20 or 25 or 30 softwares. So how to maintain, and you need to have a databases of all those softwares. So from there comes the concept of servers. Now suppose these are the servers and these are say your softwares. Say you have You can use the word software or you can use the word technology. Like if I take an example of my company, we have one P400 software, Policy 400 software. Then we are using one product that is called as Siebel CRM. It's a customer relationship management software. Then we have Cordis software, which is a business process management. It's a BPM tool rather. Don't get confused. You just think it as a software. These are 4 different softwares. Just like MS Office, Adobe, Acrobat Reader, WinZip. These are also softwares. These are big softwares. Then we have Documentum. Then we have, say, Oracle. Now, on a day-to-day basis, the data being stored here is automatically going to this server. Now, this server is for P400. See, Documentum is a software which is being used to collect a documents, used for scanning and uploading the documents into the system. It is meant for scanning and uploading the documents into the system. I mean, see, I am working in an insurance company. Now, suppose you have purchased an insurance policy and you have purchased an insurance, in banks also, in financial sectors also, you have purchased an insurance policy. Now, suppose you have an insurance for your, say, car or for your bike, and at some point of time you get an accident. Now, what will be done is, all the documents, I mean, the photo must be taken of that particular vehicle, the bill copy must be there, then already the insurance must be there. So all those data needs to be scanned and saved into the system. All those data needs to be in the system. So for that, we use this particular software, Documentum. Documentum is basically meant for collecting of documents at one place. Cordis is the name of a software. Cordis is basically a business process management tool. It's a business process management tool which is basically used as a communication medium between 2 softwares. So, I mean, you are using 2 softwares. Suppose I am using Policy 400. Now it's altogether a different technology, and Siebel, it's altogether a different technology. Now I want that my system, this system, must communicate with this system also. What I need some translator in between who can translate, who can understand this language also, who can understand this language also. So for the communication of 2 technologies, you need to have some middleware. So BPM Cordis is also a middleware. It is also called as middleware. Middleware means it is something which is used as a medium for communicating between 2 different technologies. So that is the Cordis. Okay, Prabha? Then you have a servers here also. Now all these servers must have a unique IP address. Now all these, whether it's a P400 here, then it's CRM, here, then you have code is here, then you have documentum here, then you have say Oracle here. So these are the, so now there are spaces. Suppose this CRM has say 300 GB space, or say P400 have 200 GB space. So lots of data are being replicated from the respective systems to the servers. Clear, everybody? Now what happens is you have another replica here, and there is no space. This is also a server. Now whatever that is getting replicated here, it's also getting replicated here also. What happens is this is also a server, and it has also racks. Why this concept is required? As suppose at this point, if earthquake occurs and this particular server gets destroyed, you have another software here, you have another server here also. So this is the replica of this. So whenever data is getting from this particular software to these servers, simultaneously it is also getting replicated here also. And this particular site is called as disaster recovery site. That is called as DR site. So most of the companies have DR sites. You can have one DR site also, you can purchase another DR site also. So it depends on your budget and costing. So this is the concept of servers here. And every system has their unique IP address, that means internet protocol. So that is the name through which we differentiate between the two different softwares. Yes, Prabha, you are asking something. What you want to ask? Is there any set of softwares that can use only in the banks, only in the restaurants, or we can modify using one software to another business? I mean, for modifying the software, you need software developers. If you have the software knowledge, if you have the technology knowledge, definitely you can modify software. That's not a problem. See how software companies run. If you go to any software company, or if you go to any software company website, they have their different software products for different domains. They have their software products for passport office, they have their software product for banks, they have their software products for insurance companies, they have their software products for builders. So for that, you need to know how software is being developed. And for software knowledge, you need to have a software programming knowledge. For software programming knowledge, you need to have a degree in information technology or in computer science. So when you join any engineering college, you will be learning about all these things. Databases, you will be learning about cryptography. Then you will be learning about information systems. You will be learning about internet, intranet, LAN, MAN, WAN, operating systems, etc. Networking. Software programming. Yes, software programming can be Java, C, C++. It's not HTML, it's HTML. HTML, XML, ASP.NET, then etc. You have a lot of software languages. Unix. So there are a lot of softwares. So this is the concept of, we have seen hardware part, we have seen software part, we have seen servers part, we have seen databases part. Now databases is also being made by a lot of companies. The one big company which makes database is Oracle. Then you have also IBM is also making a databases. So IBM's database. So these are two companies which makes majorly databases. Then comes networking. So networking can be through lease line also, or through satellite or wireless communication. So just like example, we can run the laptop at our home through LAN cable also, and also through Wi-Fi. So this is an example of a wire communication and a wireless communication. There are a lot of companies which provides a lease line service, a lot of companies which are into telecom sectors, such as in India if we talk, it's BSNL, it's MTNL, then you have Vodafone, then you have Reliance, then you have BSNL, you have there, you have MTNL, you have Vodafone, you have Tata services also. So there are a lot of network service providers. Yes, Prabha. See, there is 3G services and 4G services. These are advancements into the, 3G means third generation, 4G means fourth generation. So third generation and fourth generation means that you will be getting some more features in your phone, or you'll be getting some more features in the services provided by the telecom companies. So third generation and fourth, I don't have much idea in detail in respect to that, but it basically it's related to the speed part. But I'll just give me a minute. I'll share you what is exactly the difference is. 3G is shorthand for third generation, and refers to a networking standard in cell phone technology that is capable of providing high-speed data services to mobile devices. As 3G wireless networks become more widespread, you could finally connect to and use the internet at practical speeds with a 3G. And what is 4G? So in word, fast, to be technical. So 4G stands for fourth generation mobile data protocol. But as a growing band of 4G users will tell you, it's all about the speed. As I'm telling you that it is related to the speed. Now what is 4G? LTE stands for long-term evolution. It's a term used for particular 4G protocols. So it has majorly to do with your speed part. So using a 4G smartphone on Verizon's 4G LTE network means you can download files from the internet up to 10 times faster than 3G. With 3G LTE, using the web from your phone becomes as pleasure as using it from your home computer. To join the 4G revolution, you need to have a smartphone. So it basically Basically 3G and 4G is nothing but a third generation and fourth generation. 4G is obviously having much more faster speed as compared to 3G. Okay, clear, Prabha? Okay. Then comes the concept of software licensing. So for software licensing, I have one presentation for you. I think through that you'll be easy to understand. Now, what is software licensing? See, software licensing is nothing if you purchase a software from the market. How software company will make money, how they will grow in business. Now, I go to the software company, purchase a software. It does not mean that I will be using that particular software for my lifetime. No, they have their licensing and support fees for that. Now, they will give me software license, and every year or in 2 years time or in some period of time, I have to get that particular software license renewed. So license is a mechanism that if I purchase the license, then again I will be eligible for some more terms. I'll be eligible for some more point of time to use that particular software. Otherwise, what will happen? You will see that if you download something from the internet, you will not be able to get the full version of that. For getting the full version of any software, you need to pay for the license fee. That is called as the license fees. Or if you still get it installed, you will be only be using the trial version of that or free version of that. That means you'll be using only for 1 month or 2 months, not more than that. You will be able to avail those services. And if you still continue using it, it will be written that you are using a pirated software. That means it's not an original copy, but it's a pirated software, and you will be getting compliant for that. So to resolve the compliance issue, what you will do, you will purchase the software license from the respective software company. So this is how software company runs and makes a business. Now there are a lot of different software licensing methodologies. So software licensing is nothing but software licensing is having a legal or mutual contract between you and the software company that okay, under these and these terms and conditions we will be eligible, or we are eligible to use this particular software for say 1 year time period, 2 year time period, or 5 year time period. Or software can be for one individual system, for each and every system within the organization, etc. Okay, clear to everybody? Any doubts? Anybody wants to ask anything? See, Prabha, patent is, there are two terms which is being used. Patent, there are two terms that is called as patent and copyrights. So patent means, I mean say patent is a set of exclusive rights granted by an inventor or assignee for a limited period of time in exchange for that detailed public disclosure of an invention. I mean, patent means you are authorized to use any software. Say if we say that we purchase a new computer. In that particular computer or laptop, we get installed Microsoft Office, in which we uses MS Word, MS PowerPoint, Excel, Outlook Express, MS Outlook. We are using these softwares into that particular. And now, since we are being authorized by Microsoft to use their product on our system, but we are not the owner of Microsoft. We are only being authorized to use. So that is the patent. Patent means that Microsoft has given you a space to use the particular software under these and these terms and conditions. But the copyright is still with Microsoft. No software company in this world gives you the copyright. They can only give you services. Software company only gives you services and charges for that. No software company will give you the copyright. Clear? So what is software licensing services? It is short form is SLS. So software licensing services is a service of the Office of Academic Technology. Our goal is to assist UF departments and colleagues in obtaining software to be used by its faculty, staff and students by organizing bulk purchase agreements and managing academic site licenses. The Soda Shop is able to obtain the software applications at a low cost with the greatest benefits possible. through most of the though most of the software is limited to university. I mean, this particular presentation is for particular university it is talking. Now there are different software licensing mechanism terms which is being used. You can purchase a software for, I mean, you have need to sign a service level agreement for that. Now you can purchase a software for individual system, or you can purchase a software for all systems within your office, or you can purchase software licenses are available. The types of software licenses, we can say we have different server licenses, you have different client licenses, you have what you say, computer wise licenses, or rather computer, we can say you have CPU based licenses, that is called as CPU based licenses. Then you have login ID based licenses. So these are the different types of licenses available in the market. So as per your need or as per your organization's need, you purchase those licenses from the software. Now if you are using a Microsoft product, then you have to purchase software licenses from Microsoft. If you are using Oracle products, you need to purchase licenses of Oracle, but you need to purchase licenses so as to run it on more than one system. So licensing is nothing but a mutual agreement between you and the manufacturer or producer of that software, so they can give you the rights to avail their services. So a software licensing agreement is a legal contract between the software buyer, that is users, and software manufacturers. So the exact composition of the agreement varies. So it is the best to think of licensing agreement consisting of three parts. Number one, master agreements. Number two, end user license agreement, that means ELUA. And number three is the software product. Now master agreement is what? It explains the conditions of sale. Generally it explains the cost of acquiring the licensing agreement, the software being licensed, who can use the software for what purpose, the software can be used, the conditions of the maintenance contract and tech support services, and how the software can be installed and accessed by users. Then end user license agreement explains specific rules and restrictions governing the use of the product being licensed, such as classifications of illegal usage and the termination of users' right to use the software, conditions of redistribution of the software, rules and restrictions governing how the software can be incorporated into another product, and disclaimers of warranties. Then moving ahead. So the software product also brings implicit conditions of the use and performance capabilities. The expectation that the software can perform under every circumstances and conditions should be a certainty. So basically, not work with every product that can emulate the Windows operating system, such as Linux, VMware. So Microsoft systems can only work with Windows. So also the manufacturer cannot guarantee that their software can work with all other software applications on a computer system. For example, we do not recommend that you run two virus protection applications such as Semantic, Norton Antivirus and Network Associates. So, I mean, there are lot of restrictions also with the software. Like, for example, as they have said that you cannot use MS Office on Linux system or on VMware. You can only use MS Office with Windows software. That why if you have worked on Unix system or Linux system, they does not support MS Office, but they support OpenOffice. OpenOffice is a software which is being supported by Unix or Linux. Now, what are the most important issues to keep in mind when purchasing software? Never make a software purchase without knowing what your user base needs. This can be costly mistake. Purchasing a maintenance agreement when it is not needed or purchasing the wrong license type of the software product can cost you more. Clearly understand what you are buying. Make sure that the software will work under your current requirements and future requirements. Know the software product limitations. Read the master agreement and the end user license agreement. Make sure that what you are buying is clearly written in the contract. Never be rushed into making a purchase. In almost all cases, the vendor can wait for you to make an informed decision, and their special discounts can wait as well. So there are a lot of, software company will also help you when you are purchasing the software licenses, that they will give you more discounting schemes, they will give you more offers, they will tell you more about licensing, about their products. So a lot of marketing guys are there who will help you out in purchasing your licenses and help you in assessing your needs. How much licenses you required, so it's a decision which should not be made in a hurry. You need to calculate first how many users are there, what type of licenses you need, a server based licenses, you need a client based licenses, you need a CPU based licenses, you need a user ID based licenses, you need a base licenses, you need agent portal licenses. So there are different types of licenses are there. So you need to first work out what exactly you need, and then you must go ahead and purchase the licenses. Okay. So I think we can stop here. We are not getting deep into that because it's a long PPT. So I think we are done with the today's class. Any questions, any doubts? Anybody wants to ask anything? Okay, Prabha, thank you. So I have what I want to tell you people is I have taken a class on lot of topics with you, whether it's MIS, whether it's supply chain management, it's customer relationship management, it's IT. So I want that you should suggest topic to me. On what topic I must take class for you people. So I want that everybody must give in writing in mail to me on what topic you want the class. So I can prepare that topic according to that class. You got my point, everybody? This is my personal email ID. You need to tell me what is your problematic area, on what topic you want to take a class. Any topic except finance, I can teach anything. You can come up with any topic, I'll take up the class on that. But let me inform me at least 4 to 5 days back on what topic you want a class. What is your problematic area, or just write down all the questions in which you are facing problems and mail those questions to me so that on those questions I can discuss the class. Okay. So thank you all for your time. Hope everybody of you have enjoyed today's class, and just do give your feedbacks after the class and write me in mail on whatever topic you want to have a class, or your questions, whatever on which you are facing challenges. You suggest me on what topic I must take the class, because I have covered topics on lot of classes. It's more than 130 classes I have taken till now. So I want that you should come up with certain topics. Okay. So thank you all for your time. Just do give your feedbacks after the class, and we'll be meeting in next class. Okay, not an issue. Thank you all. Take care. Bye bye.